Hello everyone and happy Mario Day. My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today I'm going to be doing Mario requests because one, it's Mario Day, and two, it's just been a very, very, very long time since I've heard Mario. I've never played Mario. I only am familiar with the main theme like everyone else knows. I did Steam Gardens and I did another song from Paper Mario about 10 months ago. That's it. So I asked my Discord to vote for some popular songs, and they chose this. This is Super Mario RPG, requested by Max, and this is called Forest Maze. Apparently, it's composed by Yoko Shimomura. So, it has been a long time, Mario fans, but today is your day. Forest Maze. Apparently, there's also an RPG for Mario. Anyways, let's go. Sounds kind of Renaissance, if that's the right word. Today I learned Yoko is also a part of the Mario world. This was uploaded in 2007, and you can kind of notice that. But that's okay. I find myself kind of lost, but very catchy. I guess it's fitting when it's called Forest Maze. I have a very specific vision in my head. Oh, it's over. All right, I'm gonna go out on a limb here that this is probably iconic for a couple reasons. One, probably the main one, it's extremely catchy. But also, it might have to be like a certain part of the game that's super memorable. I had a very, very specific thing in my head, and it's called Forest Maze, right? So there was, from what I know, song names back then were kind of just where they were at. Like they were just the name of the stage or something. They didn't have like specific song titles, I think. So obviously it's a forest maze, like kind of a labyrinth type of thing. And the way it sounded with the whole like kind of da 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 dun 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 dun, kind of sounded kind of Renaissance and castle like. It made me think so much of the. I don't remember actually, but I'm pretty sure in Alice in Wonderland there's a maze. I could be wrong about that, but I think towards the end where the Queen's Castle, I think there's like a little grass maze. I haven't seen the movie in a long time, but that's what I thought of. So it has like the royalty sound, and then just right outside is like this green maze. Of course, that's extremely specific, but just by the sound of it, at first, if I didn't know, like if I didn't know the title and I just heard it, I would just think it's like a total like Renaissance kingdom type of thing, I guess. I didn't really get greenery and nature from that. Although, I could see where the maze part would come in. Now, I'm not sure how specific the maze is, if it's an actual puzzle or if it's just more like a lot of trees and you just get lost. But the music kind of reflected that, actually. And what I mean by that, it was kind of like when I said I feel kind of lost. That kind of resonated. It felt kind of all over the place with the construction of the song. It was a little, I don't know, it sounded like it was kind of like mocking you in a way. It sounded kind of jester-like, sort of like, I don't know, like it's kind of mocking you for being lost. Something like that, something negative. The two things that come to mind is just because it's very fresh in my head, because I'm currently playing FF9. But if you know the FF9, the Zorn and Thorn, those like two little jesters, I could see like that being like something they came up with, just something evil. And I also got like big carnival vibe too. Either way, I'm mentioning a bunch of things that sound kind of, you know, unsettling. And to be honest, this kind of sounds, oh God, I've heard so much different things from Yoko now that it's kind of bizarre. I've heard fighting games from her. I've heard recent Final Fantasies. I saw her live. Oh, I'm sure there's other things I just can't remember. Kingdom Hearts. And then now officially Mario. So she's kind of everywhere. And to be totally honest, and I think this is a good thing, by the way, is that I couldn't tell that was her. Not saying that it wasn't like this like masterful thing, but I think she kind of like transcends her skill a little bit. And by that, I mean, she doesn't really have a sound. Like her sound is just everything. I hope that makes sense. So I can't just like pinpoint, like for example, let's just use Mick Gordon, for example, who's incredible. But you could probably maybe pinpoint if it's one of his pieces. Whereas, and that's nothing against Mick, I love Mick, but with Yoko, like if I heard Street Fighter 2 and then what is this, Super Mario RPG, and then FF15 and then Kingdom Hearts, I would think that's 4 different people, 4 different teams. So it's a little bizarre. And it's also crazy that there's an RPG for Mario. A lot of confusion. But at the end of the day, the song is extremely catchy. This whole time I've been talking, I've just been like, So I could see why it would get a lot of votes. A lot of people were requesting it. Actually, let me rephrase that. Only one person requested this, I believe. And a lot of people voted for it. Forest Maze. Let me know more about this game, just because I simply did not know it existed until a couple minutes ago. Is it in fact, I think I asked this the other day, but I'm just gonna reiterate, is this in fact like just a straight up like turn-based Mario game? And are there more of them, or is this just like a one-off type thing? Pretty cool though. But one thing I'll say before I get out of here is that I feel like Mario, I've said this with a lot of Nintendo titles, but I feel that they do catchy melodies probably better than anyone. Zelda, Mario, what else? I can't think of anything, but you know, like either way, they have like they have that on lock. Donkey Kong as well. They have just catchy melodies that are either simple in songwriting or pretty complex, but either way, at the end of the day, you hear it one time and you just kind of know it forever, I guess. So I don't know how they do it, but they keep doing it. I'm guessing they have some sort of like, I don't know, maybe it's like part of their contract or something. Maybe Nintendo says like, well, you can do whatever you want, but as long as it's memorable as hell. Anyways, thank you, Max, and thank you to the Mario fans. It's your day. Big thank you to all my Patreon members that you see here. Thanks to my Platinum members, which I'll list off now. Kevin, Patrick, Shadow Maxim, Vanadel, Kalanin, Gardelane, Mushmary, Justin, Knox, and Tri-Edge 101. I will see you all in the next the next one. My name is Jesse. This has been the Auditorium. Again, happy Mario Day. Later.